Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
All day, dog. Switch.
Hey, 43.
A first carry now. This is Williams. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Sunday. Check 3.
On the toss, here's Williams. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now a toss left side. It's Williams. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch time. Tight end right. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. 57's the mic. Check Mike. Jim. Alert flare.
On the ground, this is Williams. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Check 43. Check your hot read. Ship.
Hey, color.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
Back at the 37-yard line.
Yellow. Marco Blue, lady.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes finding some room at midfield. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Williams. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
43.
What?
Yellow.
Undercrush.
Williams. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Check the backer.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Give me some. Here we go. Say.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
Easy.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Mahomes now on the sneak. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
First and 10.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Yellow.
Check. Fresno.
Fresno.
Check 13. Check 13.
Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, switch gears. Under 10.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 7.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Check 48's the mic. Check.
15.
Blue down. 6 guys. Check 6.
Yellow.
Hey, alert 3. Check 26.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
Watch out. Race don't travel.
They'll run it with Williams. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on fourth down. Mahomes takes it himself, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in, and the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up first and 10 at their own 43. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 57 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're in on the first play from scrimmage. Our crew and you and I, we better strap in here.
That's what's commonly known as quick strike. Points on the board. This could be a fun game.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Let's go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Switch it, Cleo, switch it.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
At the 45-yard line.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Push him back.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Right there.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey. Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. That's it. 53. Check 53.
Jackson. He's got it to Ingram. Complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the gun, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead. As the first half is winding down, and the Ravens have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Let's go, man.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis? Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Jihad Ward. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 16.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. That's it. Shit.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
That's the way. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. I got you.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check 53, get your swarm on.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. Pass from Jackson complete to Ingram. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. He's got a first down and more past the 30. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 83 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Butker now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Tried to get it to Willie Snead there. That'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Hey, I'm coming. Shoot.
Hey, 15. Nice hit.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey, yo, go.
Check 3.
Again, it's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up fourth. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. From the gun, it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
First down, Ravens.
We're back now in KC. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the 1st half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Roberts has it. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Ingram again. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Ravens 21, Chiefs 14. Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
35-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now here's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Hey, 180.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Showing it. Showing it. Slam. Slam.
Hey, Ripley.
On first down, Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
That's what I'm talking
No
about.
gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball,
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Bynes. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. On third and long, it's Mahomes. Room to run past midfield. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
you're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. It's complete to Snead. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Jackson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Here's Jackson to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 27 yards as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, alert 48. Hey, we gonna make the 48 right now. Let's go.
Mahomes going to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Jihad Ward in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. Oh, wide open. Complete. Past the 20. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Crunch time, defense.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And Thomas has it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Jackson to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. No, 4. They can't hang with us. Hey, watch that, watch that.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.